What is going on, LEGO investors? So today we're going to talk about the Dune Ornithopter that is coming out February 1st, 2024. So this video, I'm kind of going to go against the grain, but overall, this set is a phenomenal looking set. I think the builder did an amazing job, which if you haven't seen the video where he discusses what he made and kind of how it can be played with, and it's really it looks like the Ornithopter. So I give credit where credit is due. This is a phenomenal build by the builder, and it's a solid set. He really made it to where it can withstand actual playing and stay together. And I think he took 2 years to make it. So I'll give credit. It's a phenomenal build. The designer did an amazing job. It actually looks like the movie, the newer movie, not the older one. But that being said, I absolutely hate this set for investing. And yes, that's kind of going against the grain because a lot of people are talking about this and thinking it's going to be a good investment. But overall, I think it's just it's a little overpriced. I do think with the build, it's an accurate price, but at $164 for investing, it's not a good price. And if it went on a massive sale, then you might be able to earn maybe 20 or 30 bucks on this set. But overall, I think it's going to follow like some previous sets. I say I don't like this for investing because it is going to follow the Black Panther and Avatar sets, in my opinion, which we'll discuss in a second. So, if you're not familiar, Dune is a movie, and some consider it a success. I personally consider it a failure. Yes, it earned $402 million at the box office on like a $165 million budget, which is great. That is pretty dang good. But I consider it a failure because no one I know, and even just in general, an office setting and just who I talk to, nobody talks about this movie. It's kind of like the Avatar movies, where it it did very well at the box office, but no discussion or anything has happened after that. I've never heard one person say that, "Oh wow, Avatar was a phenomenal, movie." I only hear the it was great CGI, and that's typically why people see it. I personally hate the Avatar movie. I think it's kind of horrible writing by James Cameron, but the CGI is what carried the movie. And I think Dune is going to follow the same way, where it does well at the box office, but it's not a massive success, and it's not going to equate to sales for the Ornithopter. And I really think it's a bad investment. And a lot of people are thinking that it's going to be really good just because it's unique, but in my opinion, the Ornithopter is just a bigger version of the Black Panther Dragon Flyer. Honestly, they look similar. I know the Dragon Flyer is smaller and less blades, but overall, that's what it looks like. I think it's the Dragon Flyer 2.0, just a UCS version, in my opinion. And I think it's going to follow the exact same way, where it just sits on shelves and it's not popular, just like Avatar. Avatar sets, I will give credit where credit's due. They are awesome looking sets, but they are just not popular. The they don't have the fans and where people walk away from the movie and say, "Wow, that was so amazing." They just say, "Wow, the CGI was great." And the sets aren't popular because the movie's not popular. Like if somebody saw the Lord of the Rings, they walk away from the movie and just in all aspects, just kind of like the older Star Wars movies, where they love it and it's just phenomenal. And then the sets do really, really well because it has a huge following. Avatar, Dune, Black Panther, they just don't have that following. That's why the sets do horrible. And I think this set is going to follow the same way. I'm wondering if Lego is testing the waters with this to introduce more Dune sets or if we're going to get a lot more. And I know my opinions might upset a lot of people, but this is investing, and if the user base is not there, it's just not going to sell well. And it's not unique enough to where I think people are going to want it in retirement. And the box office success isn't a major success. If it hit over $1 billion, then that would tell me that it has a huge following, and I would probably hear a ton of people talking about it. But similar to Avatar, I hear nothing at all, and that tells me I'm going to avoid this set. And I thoroughly believe this is a sale set, and it's kind of niche because, again, I just don't know anyone that likes the movie Dune, and it's going to only be for personal buying, not investing. And I thoroughly believe that this will sell, maybe if you're lucky, for 160 to 180 in retirement. And I don't think it's going to follow like how Voltron did, where people didn't like it at the beginning, and then in retirement it skyrockets because it's just unique, and then a lot of people want it. I do not see that happening with this set. I I generally think it's going to follow the same path as Black Panther, Avatar sets, where we see sales, and the only people buying it is just the personal individuals that might like Dune, but the broad market is not there for investing. So I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this. Do you think we're the set's going to do well? I think on Target.com we have seen the pre-orders sell out already, so that is a good sign. But we'll have to see how it does 6 months to a year. I see this setting sitting on shelves, whether it's Lego Store exclusive or Target exclusive. I'm not sure on that, but I just see this sitting because it's just an okay build. Or I should say it's a phenomenal build, but it's mediocre in my eyes. It's not. It doesn't stand out as like wow. I want to display that in the living room. It's not a Star Wars set. It's not a Lord of the Rings set. It it's just a new movie introduced that did okay. And do you think that's going to equate to sales? I personally think it will not. And there's a good chance you might lose money on this set. It's really too early to say, but basing it off the movie and just what I've heard about it, which is absolutely nothing, this set's going to sit to me. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Please comment down below. Love to hear it. Helps out the community. And as always, do your own research, have some fun, make some money.
Video is not financial advice. Any statements made are my views and is for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Do your own research before making any financial investments.